go. Bring that in, bring it in, bring it in. Welcome back to the N.y.a show, episode 102. Here we are again. Appreciate everybody who always continue to support the show. And if you don't know, a lot of these books behind me is something that you need to have, baby. Some of them I got on ebook too, so just in case you don't feel like reading an actual physical book, you can always crack open an electronic book and get fucking Word document to read it to you like I get it to do for me half the time. But here we go, coming in hot, 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 hot this week. As I don't want to start there. I'm starting here with this young lady, sending some encouraging words to this young lady who basically she's considered suicide according to her family due to the harassment that she has received from taking things matters to her own hand. She was one of maybe 12 up to 15 black students at a school, and you already know how that go. And if it's any place that I am, and it's only 10 to 15 black kids, you know it's going to be some issues. So the majority there think they could just throw out that little word. One of the white boys out there thought they could throw around nigga, 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 nigga. Y'all niggas need to shut up. Y'all niggas need to go clean up. I'm balling on these niggas, throwing all that out. And she said, you know what, it was just too many occurrences that he was getting it off. And she said, it's not right. He shouldn't be able to say the N-word like that. And Shorty grabbed him up by that collar one day with my hand. Grabbed him up by that collar and just put that work to him. So she ended up getting suspended. They ended up giving her like 30 days out of school. No, actually 45 days in alternative school, trying to mess up this young lady straight A's, hoping she's going to graduate on time for college. She did this as a senior. So now she in panic mode. Ain't never had no occurrence like this in her life. So she told Buddy that you're going to learn to stop that effing in ish. So she was not playing when she put her hands on it. Said it's not okay. She started crying after she did it. Said it's not okay. It's not okay. Said it's racist. So she became really distraught. The students came and backed up. The NAACP, the ACLU, they done filed complaints against the U.S. The Education Department of Civil Rights on behalf of Autumn. The young lady's name is Autumn, and other black students at the school, because they said that the kids that had been harassing her for months, and she reported that she was being harassed and tired of hearing the N-word coming from this white guy. He didn't get the amount of suspension that she got. He got a much lesser sentence, just like when you used to be in school and black girls, they'll get suspended for having the little, the shorts that came like right there. With white girls, they'll have them like they'll have it, ain't nothing to show, but they'll have it higher than them girls, and they wouldn't get sent home. Like, y'all gotta realize that does play a role in who these parents is and who that community is, because they was not getting in trouble. Just like this situation, that young man was not getting in trouble for calling nigga, calling a girl out of her name. And to me, yeah, that's offense. He should get, if she gonna get suspended, he need to be suspended. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no after one time. Yeah, after she done reported this dude and said what he was up to, he should have got suspended. So screw that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, screw that. So shout out to this young lady here. Now, I want to also talk about inmate who in the state of Alabama, another black man. We got to talk about the jail system, y'all. They want to talk about people in jail and things that get you put in jail, but let's talk about the actual system. Because here's a man who, according to this lawsuit, that the lawsuit is saying that the degrees in his where he was stored got up to 109 degrees, and this man died due to that. They are saying the staff is saying that we do our checks. He wasn't feeling too good earlier when we went. We think it was hypothermia that got him out of here. This is a mentally ill black man who had an offense when he was a juvenile. And recently, he was going to spend his whole life in there, but due to the Supreme Court saying it was unconstitutional not to give parole to people who commit crimes as a juvenile, he was expected to get out, or at least had the opportunity to get out in 2024. Now that has been cut short because he was at Alabama. He was at Alabama prison. Let me put some respect on his name. His name was Thomas Lee Rutledge. He alleged a 45-year-old appears while being held in William E. Donaldson's correctional facility in Bessemer, according to the Associated Press. They also claim that the staff and employees within the Alabama prison who control the jail's heating system were negligent. Hey, if something like if what's his name, Epstein, could have two black folks watching him and he somehow hang himself and kill himself and they're supposed to do checks on him all night, then what do you think they care about this random black man, mentally ill black down in Alabama, of all places, prisons. It is definitely more to be looked into here. So remember his face, take this story down, share the story. But they need to do more into this case. I'm not buying the whole the brother was sick already. If he was sick, then y'all should have gotten some help. He shouldn't have been in that room to get up to 109 degrees to die from hypothermia. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that story. They're a very sad story, but they definitely don't care much about what's happened to the black man in his prison. Any men or women in prison for that fact, but definitely black men and women. And this happened back December 7th, 2020. So, bless him, because his life is gone now due to negligence on behalf of that correctional facility. That's what I think. If we want to be for real about it, it's something sticky going on. And this 28-year-old basically is a 28-year-old said he got all his bill paid, like 50K a year, where he said it's cheaper than being in California paying over 2,100 for an apartment every month when I could just drop big stack on this upcoming cruise ship and just be on there living. I can go to the grocery store, go to the club. I can do everything that I need to do on the ship. I don't have to drive. I don't need a car. I don't need car insurance. So you think about these expenses that you're limiting. Because me and my mom, I'm like, how could I ever do something like this? I got this. I got my car. I got this. I got this. I got insurance. But when you think about eliminating a lot of those things and saying like, you know what? I don't really need a lot of that stuff. I can get through better on being on this, on this boat and going about my life that way. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just put my money into cruises. But you gotta respect people who find an alternative to this typical get a house, get a mortgage, pay it. You know what I'm saying? It's too much overbearing. You can't even do the things that you truly want to do because you're too busy worried about bills, and how you gonna cover this. How about we just cut our losses and say, you know what, we can see this whole goddamn world. Everybody always telling us to see the world. We can see this whole wide world. And what we do, pay, be on the ship. There's people who also bounce from ship to ship already. It's not, I don't think that what I'm telling y'all is something that's uncommon. I think a lot of people live an alternative lifestyle and like, you know what, I'm going to just bounce from cruise ship to cruise ship. I got me a place to stay. I can hit up, if I'm a young person, I can hit all the bars, all the clubs. I can grocery shop. I can go and do anything that everybody's doing out there in the outside world, but I can do it cheaper, and I'm all across the world with it. So y'all let me know about that story as well. A little brighter into the show than how we started, of course. And like I say, RIP to that young man who lost his life in that jail cell, because that's not the way to go at all. Thoughts with the young lady dealing with the suspension at her school. I'm glad that they were able to reverse that, and hopefully that she can finish off her year and not face further discrimination from number one, the school, or number two, the students involved. Because let's not say that this dude that she put her hands on was a lone person. He ain't had no homies, so it is a chance of retaliation, and she needs to be protected as well as everybody else at that school because they're a very small total of the population. So y'all let me know your thoughts on the show this week. It's the N.y.a show episode 102.